Hey there, welcome to Lessons in Life with Larry. Thought I'd take a minute and talk about people who constantly need to have approval from other people. We need to maybe stop seeking so much approval from other people and start enjoying more self-esteem and respecting ourselves. Nobody, I don't think, is really sure where this need for approval started. I think some social scientists believe it started from the need to be in a group to survive thousands of years ago. I'm sure it was challenging to survive 10,000 years ago, and maybe even impossible if you were by yourself. And the people that craved that acceptance, they probably had a better chance of surviving and remaining with the group. But the people that didn't care about upsetting the others, they probably found themselves kicked to the prehistoric curb, so to speak, and probably suffered an early, maybe horrible death. But in this day and times, it's a little bit different. Approval-seeking behavior, if it's a constant, can be pretty self-sabotaging. Trying to impress other people all the time is really tiring, and it belittles your own importance and robs you of your own individuality. We need to free ourselves up a little bit from the need to receive constant approval from other people. One of the ways of doing that is starting to speak up and give your opinion freely. One symptom of approval-seeking tendencies is the hesitance to share your opinion. You're afraid that you might say something that the other person doesn't approve of. Since it was your opinion, they may not approve of you either. So what? Give your opinion. Speak up, even if it makes you feel uncomfortable. Start with smaller things. Do you think it'll rain? Do you prefer basketball or softball? What movies do you want to see? Just go ahead and talk. Speak up. Number 2, you might want to avoid judging other people. If you're overly critical of other people, it's only natural that you're going to start assuming that other people are the same way towards you. By avoiding this type of behavior in your own self, you're more likely to drop the assumption that everybody else is judging you. Allow other people to be who they are. That's what makes life interesting. Sit back and enjoy the show. Enjoy the differences in people. If everybody was the same, it'd be a pretty boring place. Trust me. Notice what you're thinking about in your thoughts. Are you always judging other people in different situations? You'll fear other people judging you if you continue to be judgmental, because we are what we think. Realize that disapproval can be used as a weapon. A lot of people use disapproval as a means of getting what they want. For instance, they may disapprove of your opinion, your clothing, your hairstyle, or anything else, just so they can enjoy your submission, making you feel smaller than. Call them out on it. Don't put up with that garbage. Call people on their disapproval of you. Make them explain themselves. Remember that most negative people are looking for a victim, not a fight. When you stick up for yourself, most of the bullies disappear. And knowing this can free you up from having the constant need to be of getting other people's approval. Because in most of the cases, they're just in the game for themselves. Be aware of what happens when somebody disapproves of you. Nothing happens. We seem to be born with an intense desire to fit in. But what actually happens when somebody disapproves of you? The sky's not going to fall on top of your head. You might have a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of embarrassment, but that's going to pass. Do some good things for yourself. If you're always seeking approval, you're not taking very good care of yourself. Show yourself that you're important by focusing some of that time and that energy on your needs, what you want. It might be a little bit uncomfortable at first, but you'll get over that. You may even feel a little selfish at first, but you'll get over that. Do some things in life that are important to you. And remember this, if you had to run across the street stark naked to save your little child's life, you wouldn't be worried one little bit about anybody else's opinion, because your kid's life is more important than your ego. You don't need a disaster to experience this, though. Your life, just like your kid's life, is more important than your ego and way more important than what somebody else thinks. Volunteer with an organization that's doing important work. Write a book. Write one that you believe will change people's lives for the better. Find some ways to spend your time on things that you consider to be important. You're going to find more freedom in the other less important parts in your life than worrying about what other people think. Being overly concerned about other people's opinions of you, like I said before, it just tears down your own self-esteem. Every time you're seeking somebody else's approval, you're diminishing your own importance. You're bringing pain onto yourself. Your opinion matters. Allow your individuality to be seen and experienced by other people. I hope some of this is of a little help to you. Hope something I've said struck a chord. Thank you for watching Life with Larry, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye now.